In this example, we'll look at a parcel invoice audit automation focused on auditing an invoice against a rate sheet and giving us visibility into discrepancies across different DHL shipping methods. As the output of this example automation, we'll generate not only a high-level dashboard where we can see the total amount that we were quoted versus the total amount that we actually paid, but we also can generate a really granular look at the data where we can see for a specific parcel shipment, what was the total amount of the discrepancy, the percentage of the discrepancy, so on and so forth. Now, to actually build this out, we follow a very similar process in Parabola that you would take manually, which starts with actually gathering your data. In this example, we are pulling in some CSV invoice lines from DHL, but no matter if you're working with CSV, Excel data, data coming from a carrier portal, or even a PDF invoice that maybe looks something like this, Parabola can use AI and different integrations to ultimately extract that data, whether or not it's structured, and give it to you in a really nice, easy to use format like you see here. Beyond that invoice data, we'll also pull in our DHL rate sheet. And from there, once we do a little bit of cleaning and standardizing of that data, we can ultimately join those sheets together based on information like the shipping method, pricing zone, and bill weight. Once we have our invoice rates all together with our quoted rates, there's then a bit more standardization that we want to do to this data where we can see here in the carrier column, we have DHL, we have DHL Smart Mail, and more holistically, we see often when we're working with data from 3PLs and different carriers, it's really hard to make sure your data is always clean and standardized. And that's why we also have a suite of AI steps in Parabola where we can do things like standardize data, extract information from large data sets, categorize information into different spend buckets. And so in this example, we are looking at the carrier column. We are standardizing anything that looks like DHL to just read DHL. And now you can see we have that new standardized DHL column here in our data set. From there, we can do a bit of math to help us calculate the discrepancies across our different line items and figure out a percentage as well. And then once we do a little bit of formatting, we ultimately can generate that dashboard that we were looking at here. Now, you might also want to, for instance, send the team an email if a discrepancy is above a certain threshold, or maybe push some of this information back to internal systems. Wherever you'd like to ultimately push that data, you can build that really custom workflow in Parabola to get it there, and feel free to sign up for a free 2-week trial to get started. Thanks a lot. Let us know if you have any questions.